Yo, yo, here we go. Vintage Cube on the tube. Hit that like, subscribe. And we will move right into what is this pack? This does not look like a Vintage Cube pack. This looks like a Legacy Cube pack. Well, this pack sucks. I think if they had left in like all of the wildfire effects, I'd probably just take Ren and 6 first pick. But I guess maybe we're just going to take like Consecrated Sphinx here. I don't even know. This pack is just awful. Neither of the lands are very good. Yeah, this is just a really, really weak first pack. All right, well, back to blue cards, I guess. Sphinx is good enough. Pretty weak overall pack, and yeah. Okay, better second choices now. We have a Bribery and a Force of Will. Pretty happy with Bribery. Really solid, just single card, win condition. In blue, plenty of decks are running like some of the biggest creatures in this format, right? Like plenty of decks are running random Eldrazi, plenty of decks just have like Grizzlebrand or whatever. So Bribery, I think, might just be the best pick in this pack anyways. Still just a very weak pack again. This once again could be a Legacy Cube pack. So, I mean, I guess we're going to take it. I don't expect to wield a Force of Will, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. And, geez. Yeah, this is just... I don't even know what's going on here. I mean, I guess sometimes you don't get very good packs, or at least I don't consider this to be a very good pack. There are no blue cards that I want to take here, right? They're all multicolor, and they all don't really fit well with what I'm hoping to do here, although I don't know what that is yet. Kind of almost want to just take like the Searched for tomorrow and do like blue-green ramp or something. Maybe the best card in this pack is like Imperial Seal, but I'm not a huge fan of that card. Yeah, wow, this is... I am thoroughly unimpressed with these first couple of packs. Hopefully things can pick up in pack number 2. But sure, I'll just take the Search for tomorrow. What the hell? Okay, that's better. Like Sneak Attack is kind of insane, and pretty happy to see it 4th pick here, because this card does some major amounts of work. We're passing an Ugin, Bloodstained Mire. Maybe we can wheel like the Sundering Titan, but Sneak Attack is definitely a signpost card. And yeah, okay. That's more in line with the cards I'm looking to take here, but the Sphinx first pick, the Bribery second pick were not very high on my picking order, so... now really what we're looking for is like card selection, so card draw, tutors, that type of thing. And then of course some random fatties. We did pass that, Blightsteel Colossus, maybe in my opening pack, I don't remember exactly, but Blightsteel Colossus I don't think is the best with Sneak Attack. I'd rather have creatures that have like good enter the battlefield abilities, like Terastodon, or, you know, Grizzlebrand kind of has an ETB. That type of thing. Into maybe just a Basalt Monolith or an Arid Mesa. Can't ever go wrong with fetches. I've talked about them countless times. But Basalt Monolith could be a good choice here. I mean, we already have some top-end cards, like turn 3 Basalt Monolith, turn 4 Sphinx is never terrible. That's probably a fine pickup over the Mesa for now. Not aching for fixing right now. I mean, it's just so early in the draft. Okay, into the next pick, where we have like an Inkwell Leviathan, Needle Spires, Siege Gang Commander is like okay. This is another really weak pack overall. I think here it's probably best to just take the Spires for potential splashing, because Inkwell's not very good with Sneak Attack, and I mean it would be fine if I picked up like a Tinker or whatever, but I think the Spires has the highest upside. Okay, here, okay, we could take the Nahiri now. Nahiri is also fantastic in like the Sneak Attack deck, right? They do very, very similar roles, or have very similar roles. And Nahiri not only digs you for more action or whatever you need at the time, but can also act as a valuable removal spell. So that's a pretty solid pickup. Elspeth, huh? Well, I think this is going to be an Image here for me. Image is another really solid one with Sneak Attack. Just a good blue card overall anyways. But yeah, you can like Sneak Attack in something scary and then Image it should it not be legendary. So that seems like a good pickup. And that was pick number 8. So we'll be seeing the wheel now. And again, there wasn't really much in my initial pack that I could wheel. Yeah, just a bunch of random white cards and nonsense. It looks like the white weenie deck, the mono white deck, is pretty open, which it usually is. And I think that's a really good deck if you want to like just hardcore force trophies. The white deck just has a lot of good early cheap aggressive creatures and enough interaction. But that's not what I'm looking to do here. I don't think I want any of these cards, not even Elspeth. I think here we're just going to take like the fetchable duel or like the Haunted Ridge. Let's go with the Temple Garden for now. I'm going to try to avoid the aggro deck this time. Although it does, I mean, I guess that was just an individual pack that had everything white, but good odds I'd say that the mono white deck is where I'm supposed to currently be. But we'll see. I'd rather have some fun with what we're doing over here than just playing a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop white creature. Okay, next pack we have a Memory Jar. I mean, that is good in a combo deck, which we kind of look like we're leaning towards, but I think this is usually just worse off than any other of the draw 7 effects. I almost want to take like Wall of Omens here, but I'll go ahead and take the jar as we pass an Adeline for the mono white deck, but again, not paying any attention to that. Flametongue Yearling is okay, Disenchant's okay. I don't think Omnath is what you want for a sneak attack deck, but then again, I already have some decent fixing towards it, so I guess I'll take it. Though, not necessarily wanting to play this card. We'll see, though. It could be okay. Condemn and Elspeth Conquers Death are both pretty solid here as well. In fact, I think the Elspeth Conquers deck is actually going to... Or, Conquers Death deck. Elspeth Conquers Death is going to be good in the deck because you can like sneak attack a fatty, right? It dies at end of turn and then eventually ECD gets it back, so some consideration there, I suppose. We could be doing some 4-color or maybe even 5-color nonsense depending on. I don't have the best lands for that, but I mean, maybe the Search for Tomorrow is going to come back in the deck. Okay, there's a Stirring Wildwood. We have some easy Omnath fixing if we want, though we have bad fixing otherwise. Yeah, I would call that a very bad pack 1 overall. We have like somewhat of an idea of what we're trying to do, but if I looked at this as my initial pack, just, you know, I would be, well, I am rather pretty sad. So we have a lot of work cut out for us still, but yeah, this is Vintage Cube. We have enough time. Open a couple of broken cards, Black Lotus or something, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're looking good. Sadly, there is no Black Lotus in this pack, although we do have some good choices. I think the pick is going to be the Tundra. Pretty sad that I passed that Arid Mesa at the time now. If I'm not taking Tundra, Miscalculation's very good. Remand is very good. Metamorph is fine. Even the Dam for the Wrath side of it's okay, but I think here we just need to take the Tundra. Given what I already have, well, jeez, I kind of want to take Remand or Miscalc, but I guess fixing is going to be the king here, so let's go ahead and just take that. Not get greedy, as there is a Top, a Colonnade, and a Braid, an Ashen Rider, although I think the Rider we're just going to plan on wheeling. You know, I almost want to take Caryatid too. Is there a world where I can actually start being like baseline green for fixing? That could definitely be a thing. Okay, let's go a little bit deep here. I'm going to take the Caryatid and see if we can do some like 4-color sneak attack control nonsense. This is definitely not like the decks that I normally draft, but it's worth a shot. Why not? Some of the most fun decks are the decks that don't look like they're going to get there, and then all of a sudden you just do well. So we'll see. Okay, next pack gives us access to Niv-Mizzet Reborn. Could be kind of fun. I think here we're taking the Teferi over the Ignoble Hierarch, but maybe that's not right. Ah, Teferi's so damn good. You know what? I guess I already have so many strong cards that it's probably still just better to take the fixing here. Yeah, I won't get greedy. I'll take the Ignoble Hierarch over the Teferi and then kind of lean towards just green early game fixing with a bunch of random, very powerful spells at the top end. Do want to get quite a few more lands if possible. As there's a Raphelos here now, a Steam Vents, an Upheaval. Oof. Too many good cards in this pack that we want. Solemn Simulacrum, Brainstorm, Raging Ravine, all in addition to the Raphelos, Steam Vents, and Upheaval I mentioned. So I guess we're going to end up wheeling something out of this pack. You know, the funny thing is, I think Upheaval might be the best choice just as like an oh crap button. Especially since we've started to take a bunch of early game acceleration. Like, I feel like this card is going to win me the most games. And probably second best pick would be the Steam Vents, but I think we'll go with the Upheaval here and see what we can do. Stormcarved Coast is filler. There's a Questing Beast that could be okay. Yeah, I guess the Coast is fine. Ugh. I mean, realistically, I could just cut the white to the red and just run green-blue. But it's a little late to pivot into that, so I guess the safe pick is just going to be the Questing Beast here. Not super thrilled with the direction I've gone, though. Gosh, and now we have this garbage where I don't want to take a land, but I wish there was a good land I could take. I mean, Venser's okay, but I'm not sure that's quite what we're looking for. I could just take, like, Chain Lightning as good removal. But like I said, it does feel like I'm kind of pulling further and further away from the 4-color nonsense deck. So let's just go with the blue card here. Damn, this is... Oh, God. See, they put all of the good cards I need in one pack. The Findhorn Elf, the Gruul Signet, the Windswept Heath, the Time Spiral. This is messy. Elf, Heath, and Gruul Signet, I think, have to be the choices. We need to take the fixing really badly. The Windswept Heath is nice because it grabs green, blue, and white right now. But I think one of the actual spells is what I need here instead of another land. So I'm going to take the Gruul Signet. Okay, Glenalendra, Overgrown Farmland. Let's take the Dreamroot Cascade here. Wield the Miscalc. There's a Golgari Signet on the wheel as well. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the Miscalc over the Signet. If the Signet produced any other good color, I might have taken it, but since I don't think we're going to need a baseline green Signet, I think that's fine. A Braid, maybe. I mean, notably, I don't even have any sneak attack targets. There's like an Ashen Rider that I think can wheel, but we haven't really seen anything for sneak attack. So somebody else might be taking all of the big dumb creatures. 4 of my 5 lands I've taken all at white, which is not currently very good here. I guess the Elspeth Conquers Death is probably on the chopping block. Yeah, this is... I'm not quite sure what I was supposed to be doing, but this ain't it. Oh, I guess I said I should have been mono white. Yeah, never mind. That was the that was the true game plan. Force mono white. Oh, okay. I did not expect Teferi to wheel, though. So maybe there's a chance here. I mean, maybe we just draft a bunch of ramp, fixing, and then, like, some good top-end cards. Like, this deck might not have a true strategy, which, you know, you always want to have some sort of game plan, but this could end up working. in the end. It's probably going to look more like this, I would guess, like BANT. BANT value of some variety. As we get the Raging Ravine back, damn it. So, I think there was a different land we could have gotten, but I think the red is probably a dead dream at this point. I'll still take the Ravine because the Fetters is not very good anyways. But I don't have a very high hope of this actually panning out. We'll see. So I'm at like 14 playables. Ugh. Maybe a few more if we end up adding the red, but this is already too many tap lands, I can tell. As we get nothing here. All right, well, pack 3 is going to have to save us, because right now this is messy. What do we need? Oh my, how did we get the Heath last pick? What? Okay, that was huge. That's incredible. I don't know how a fetch went around that late, but man, okay. That was a godsend. And now we get a Golos for the true 5-color. Okay, what am I doing if I don't take Golos? We don't have a use for Fast Bond, really, except for the Upheaval, which is good, but I think for Fast Bond, you normally want to have multiple ways to abuse it. So Upheaval would be one for us. If we had like a draw 7 or 2, those would be good as well. I don't think I don't think Fast Bond's quite good enough anyway. What are the real picks? Golos and Rex Sage, I think, are the choices that we want to lean towards. Mind Twist is insane, but I'm not splashing that, and I have 0 black fixing. Or, realistically, don't really have much black fixing, I should say. Rex Sage is probably just a good card, right? I think this is the type of card that I need to take. It's just good enough. It has good interaction. Golos could even wheel. Let's just do that. Okay, another pretty solid pack here. We have a Sacred Foundry, which now that we've got that second to last pick, or rather last pick Heath, we can fetch that. There's a Flooded Strand here, which is obviously great as well. Urza's okay. Karakas is decent. I have Venser's to go along with Karakas, for example. So, I think here it's probably Sacred Foundry. And that's going to let me splash these red cards. More specifically, Omnath. We already have the Heath to tutor for it anyways. And that means I can probably replace like the Needle Spires and Ravine, because I don't want to be running those ones. Alright, let's do that. Opposition. This feels like another, just a land choice here. I probably should take the Deserted Beach. Sakura Tribuilder could be okay as well for a little bit of ramp and fixing. Sundown Pass is okay. Okay, I'll take the ramp and the fixing. That's fine. Lumbering Falls, Rift Sower, Chalice. Let's see, if I cut all the land, I'm at 18 playables. Alright, so let's take another piece of ramp here. Rift Sower seems good. Might even wheel the Lumbering Falls. We've been wheeling all the other lands anyways. Craterhoof Behemoth. Does that fit now? Yeah, I guess. This is the weirdest way I've ever drafted a green-blue ramp deck, but we're kind of leaning towards that direction now as we pick up a Power Stone. That's fine. Toski, Ulama, I mean, a lot of good cards, but I guess we could take Control Magic, but I think I want the Power Stone still. This is so strange. How many white lands do we pick up here? Quite a few. Oh, I mean, these are like 2 really good signets for us as well. Do we want to take the Boros Signet over the Selesnya? I think so. We already have, like, we're going to be running majority green lands, so I guess the Signet that adds the double off-color splash seems good. Let's do that. What am I missing? Okay, don't answer that. I'm missing a lot of things. What would I like still? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these are the type of scrappy decks that can sometimes just get there. That's the nice thing. Like, I do have a lot of powerful cards. My fixing is actually pretty good now. Let's see, Spellseeker grabs, just miscalculation. All right, that's not good enough. And this is pretty weak. But I guess there's no other choice here besides Nissa. I've never found Nissa to be particularly good. Not this one anyways. We'll see though. I mean, I might just have to run it. I guess a Noble Hierarch would be nuts, but that was, what, pick 8, so I don't think we can get that anymore. I mean, I don't even think Nahiri is good enough to splash, but if I'm splashing Omnath already, then I might as well. It's kind of a free roll. Oh, we could wheel that Flooded Strand. That would be the biggest pickup, I guess. There's the Fast Bond. Again, I don't... It's just not good enough here, right? Like, if I had a Courser of Crewfix or an Oracle of Moldiah or something, maybe, but I don't think this is quite good enough for the deck. It's just good for Upheaval. Although I will say, maybe this deck is bad, so bad that we kind of need the Fast Bond just to randomly get those. No, I'm not. I don't talk myself into it. We're not running Fast Bond. Okay. Cut that. Move on. Get the Flooded Strand maybe if we're super... I mean, I don't expect a blue fetch to wheel. Getting Windswept Heath last pick, though, is really stupid. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really recall very many other good cards that could wheel. I mean, there were probably a couple other lands besides the Flooded Strand, but let's not get our hopes up there. Okay, we got a Thragtusk and a Restoration Angel. Resto Angel actually has a few decent hits. Yeah, maybe. Just a weird value card to throw into the deck? Sure. I've seen worse. I mean, it's probably better than Nissa. Would be my guess. Opposition wheeling's also really, really strange. Okay. Well, if we're wheeling opposition, I might actually want to throw the Nissa back in as another just random creature for an I win. That seems fine. Let's see, we're at 25 playables, so yeah, I think maybe the Nahiri's a cut now. And maybe like Miscalculation? I think we want the random interaction, though. Lumbering Falls wheeling is great. Another blue-green land. Fantastic. Okay. How many full-on tap lands do we have? 1, 2. And then like a maybe tap land. And then 2 shocks. So that's not that bad. The main thing is the majority of our duels produce green. Because green is our baseline. Same thing with blue. Land tax, huh? Okay, that's another card that's actually really good with Fast Bond. I think we might have a spot for Fast Bond land tax in games where we're on the draw. So that's another consideration there. Wrath of God wheeling, yeah, we'll take that for the sideboard since Inferno Titan's not as castable. All right, this is some scrappy BANT brew. BANT, I say, but it's 4-color. Should have definitely started drafting mono white in like pack 1. But that's okay. I accept my position where we've ended up. And we're hoping to spin some gold out of this. What is it? Straw? What is the storyline? How good is Hoof here? Probably good enough. How good is Basalt Monolith and Power Stone? Those might not actually be all that great. I think we can probably cut the Basalt Monolith. It's only realistically good with Upheaval and Sphinx. With all the other cards, we don't really need it, and we already have a bunch of ramp otherwise, so I think that's fine to cut the Monolith. Okay, let's do this. Let's add our 7 non-basics that we want, that we drafted. Let's see. So 2 blue-green lands, 2 green-white lands. A little bit of fixing there. I don't need to run any mountains, I think, even though we have the Sakura Tri-Belter. If you look at it, we have Sacred Foundry, Windswept Heath, Signet, Hierarch, Caryatid, Rift Sower. Yeah, that seems like way more than enough red sources without adding a basic. We will run basics of all the other types, though. 1 plains for sure. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 green sources with just 4 forest. That's good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blue sources with 4 islands. That's pretty good. I think we're going to just go 1 more up on the green since all of our early mana accelerants are green. And yeah, looks good to me. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I don't think I want either of these, the Raging Ravine or the Spires. Alright, scrappy BANT with Omnath. Let's go. Okay, here's round 1 of this vintage cube with our BANT stuff deck. On the draw here, versus mono white, of course. Hopefully we can find a 1-drop. We did not. Alright, so bad news then. A lot of these cards are going to be bad versus mono white. But we can try to make it work. Or even blue white. As they attack for 2 and pass. Alright, I can deal with that. Let's play our Sakura Tri-Belter out. Let's see if they have a counter. They do not. Good. Alright. Caracas. Nice. We're definitely blocking here. And we might even let the trade happen if they pass priority. Yeah, I think that's fine. Sure. They could have given it indestructible, and then I would just sack the Sakura Tri-Belter, but I'm okay with them doing that. Oh, yeah, especially since we drew a miscalculation. That makes it a lot better for us, that's for sure. Maybe they play like a Hero of Blade Hold here that we get to miscalc. That would be great. Jite. Okay. We're not going to cycle miscalc because we don't need the land currently. I mean, actually, we're not doing too bad here. Adeline. Boo. And they can save it with Caracas, too. Alright, I think now we're going to cycle the miscalc end of turn. And then go for bribery here. And see what we can find. Not surprised when they have a counter here. Not at all. Yep. Especially if, again, they didn't equip, but that made sense because they were holding up the Caracas. Our game plan now is probably just going to set up for an upheaval, so hopefully I can find a little bit more fast mana. Because the Jite is not too much of a problem at the moment. It means I don't get to play out Phantasmal Image, but if they don't have another counter, then this should be okay. Also, if we rip a Plains off the top, we can ECD. Perfect. And this might bait out another counter. Of course, they can just Caracas the Adeline, but that's not a huge deal when our plan is upheaval anyways. Oh, they didn't Caracas. Oh, good for us. So I guess the issue is the Usher of the Fallen, because we're going to go upheaval, play land, pass, and they're going to have turn 1 Usher. 3 cards left in their hand. Yeah, we're just looking for any mana dorks. Oh, they've suspended a Riftwing. That's super bad for us too. Because now that means the Riftwing is going to come off of suspend. Okay. So what can I do here? I mean, am I forced to upheaval? We're pretty close to forced to upheaval because Image is just so bad. They actually have lethal technically on the board, right? The GT pumps for 8. Huh. I could go land. No. I was going to say I could go land, pass, hold up Stirring Wildwood to block, but that doesn't seem ideal. Yeah, I guess resetting the game might just be right. I don't think it's getting much better. Okay. Well, you got to do what you got to do. Yep. They can gain a bunch of life in response, but that's fine. Man, them suspending Riftwing is so bad for us. Good beats. All right, we're going to have to discard 3 cards. I think we keep the Image, though, even though we know they have GT. And I guess I'm going to discard the Opposition, too. Just tanking. We're probably going to Image their Usher this turn just to prevent some damage. Land, not a great draw, unless it's a red source. Oh, the funny thing is, I can attack and make a token next turn. That's actually not bad for me. I mean, the GT is bad for me, but we're going to draw Rex Sage. Boom. Yikes, another land. That's really bad. All right, I mean, if I don't attack with the Usher, they're just going to bounce it with the Riftwing anyway, so. We'll make a token. We'll play Lumbering Falls. We'll pass. What do we get sideboard versus their deck? Could bring in the Wrath if we wanted to bring in a double white card. Oh, that Riftwing suspend really just hosed my upheaval. I think we'd be absolutely fine if they didn't have that. And they bounce my land too. Yeah, they're going to equip the GT to the Cloudskate. They can kill both of my creatures. Blech. Messy, messy, messy. Super messy, and sadly, this ain't a soccer game, you know? Wow, we've drawn a bunch of land after casting that, haven't we? Alright, I'm going to play the plains out and attack with Usher then. Might as well get another 1/1 while I can. I don't know what I can draw here. What are they saying? Nope, Boast just has to attack. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to wait another turn on the upheaval, because Elspeth Conquers Death would have gotten back my Sakura Tribe Elder. But it's kind of risky to have done so. We needed that a little while ago. All right, we'll scoop them up there. Those draws weren't particularly good after the fact. So, I don't think Bribery is all that great versus blue-white. Wrath of God should be okay here. Am I going to need to bring in another white source? Maybe? I didn't really draw much of my ramp that game, though. Yeah, we only really saw, what, the Sakura Tribe Elder. We're going to be on the play this time, so I don't think I want the land tax. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make the swap for Wrath of God, cut the Bribery, and go to game 2. Okay, game 2 here of the first round after getting trounced. Hey, we have a pretty good looking hand here. What are we going to do? I guess Sacred Foundry, turn 1, Heath for like Temple Garden turn 2. And then play Caryatid, and then play Questing Beast turn 3. Seems fine. Yeah, let's get our Caryatid online. I might actually just grab Forest to not pay much life here. We don't need the Temple Garden after drawing that Stirring Wildwood. Although if they go Hollowed Fountain, Shock, Pass, I might do something else. Oh, looks like they just have GT again. Sure. Sure. Let's go with the Questing Beast turn 3. Smash in for 4. And hope we can draw a little bit more action, because we've now drawn nothing but ramp. So next turn I can go like Signet into Power Stone. Play my tap land. Questing Beast gets around protection. I don't know if they know that, though, so we'll find out here in a moment. Because I can attack with Questing Beast. If they block with Sentinel and give pro-green, I still eat it, I believe. If you've ever seen it, Questing Beast can eat, like, or rather trade with Progenitus and stuff. It's pretty funny. I guess if they equip the GT, I have to trade. Ah, just a Spellbinder. Yeah, that's fine. I got nothing good left anyways. That was a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm one short of being able to Upheaval and then Requesting Beast. The question is here, do I just attack? I guess the Questing Beast attacks again because they have to double block it if they want to trade. So that's fine by me. Nice. Now we can just play our 4-mana Sakura Drive Elder, play our land and pass. They equip the Jite to the Spellbinder. Do I want to animate the Stirring Wildwood and block? It's not awful to. They could give it pro, and then they could kill the Stirring Wildwood. I guess I don't really want them to do that, though. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just take the 3. Yep, makes sense. And so now what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess if I don't sack the Steve right now, they're going to use the Jite on it after I go for Upheaval. So let's go ahead and sack. And we want another white source here. Untap. Well, that's pretty funny, but not good enough. Upheaval. They can go ahead and gain 4, but we're in a good spot. Yep, they're just going to scoop it up there. So what I was going to be able to do is float after Upheaval, play the Signet, play Questing Beast, hit him for 4, and then that should probably do it after that. On the draw now, do I want to bring in the tax and the bond? I think we cut the opposition. I might even cut the hoof here. Bring in the tax and the bond. And if I'm going to bring in land tax, then I think we do want 1 mountain in the deck to be able to grab that. Shaving a blue seems reasonable enough. Something like this. Let's go, Jank. Win it up. That is a 1-lander. So, yeah, we are going to mulligan. Into a better 6, hopefully. That's a pretty land-heavy 6, but it's a keep. I guess we'll pitch one of the second islands here. Go get Temple Garden with that, most likely. Opponent also on a mulligan to 6. As they have the Giver of Runes. Ah, and a Kithian. Knock it off. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to borrow Signet then. I don't think I have the luxury of just holding up open miscalc anymore. Attacking with both even. Okay, I like it. And then Porcelain Legionnaire. Great. So I guess we're just slamming the Omnath then while we can, while they're tapped out. Nice. Thanks. Next turn we can... Let's see. I need to draw a fetch ideally, but... I guess we just get to gain a lot of life. Oh, they had a Brazen Borrower. Okay, so they're going to attack for 6 and flip their Kithian. Oh, they forgot to activate their Gideon. They kind of messed up there. Ooh, but we drew Wrath of God. So I guess that's my game plan now. Wrath. Then go Omnath land, gain 4, hold up Miscalc. That seems really good. Ah! GT on the Gideon is super annoying. Oh, you know what? No, this is fine. Gideon's at 3 loyalty here, and they only have 1... Oh, they don't have any other creatures otherwise, so I actually get to go land here. Animate the Lumbering Falls. They can't GT this, so we get to kill the Gideon. Because this says hexproof, so they can't even target it. And then we get to float the Rift Sower. That's pretty good. Set up for playing Consecrated Sphinx next turn. Oh yeah, we look in really good shape now. If they brick this turn, yeah, I think we're doing it. Let's play Omnath. Land? Land gain 4 life would be huge. They have a path. Damn it. Okay. So we don't need red anymore. What do we want to grab here? We also have Rift Sower coming off of Suspend next turn. So I guess just more green makes sense. Draw a card. Say go. Okay, no plays is great. Rift Sower comes off Suspend. One, two, three, four, five, six. Slam in the Sphinx. Say go. Hold open Miscalc. Draw 2 cards. All right, we are looking Gucci. That's fine. That means they can cast their Brazen Borrower. That's not a huge deal. Oh, we have Resto Angel on Venser now too? Hell yeah. Alright, so I think what I like doing is actually getting... No, I don't need to get the ECD online. There's no reason for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's attack for 4. Play out the Caryatid. And hold open Venser and Miscalc. They can flash out the Brazen if they want to, or they could just add a counter to the Coalition. Alright, we will Miscalc that. And then if they try to animate the Colonnade, we can Venser the Colonnade back to their hand, or we can Resto Flicker or anything. Ooh, yeah, Teferi's really good here too. Elite Spellbinder. Sure. That's fine. They're going to look at this hand and probably just concede. Yeah. If I were them, I would be like, okay. I think that's exactly what they're doing. All right. We managed to pull off a match win. Let's see if we can do that 2 more times with our scrappy BANT. And here we go for round 2 of this vintage cube with a deck. A deck of cards. We're on the play with a decent looking hand here. We don't have a blue source yet, but otherwise this looks good. The ignoble doing a very poor impression of the noble hierarch. But we go turn 1 noble hierarch, turn 2 tap land with signet, or if I draw an untapped land, I can cast one of the 3s instead. Assuming the hierarch lives, of course. Which it did. Alright, so we get to play out a lovely signet, do a little ramping. Drawing another double blue card is not exactly what the plan was, but this is probably fine. What's the worst that's going to happen? Play against Esper. Yeah, that's classic. That is classic. Keep a 0 blue source hand. Proceed to draw. Are those our only double blue cards in the deck? No, we have Venser too and Sphinx. Okay, well, if we draw Venser and Sphinx in succession, I've got nothing to say but well played. Well played indeed. As they played a library, they drew an extra card, and then they went to discard, so hopefully we don't see something fat to reanimate. That grabs Tundra. Okay, so that is good. Well, we actually still want to play the Heath this turn, don't we? Let's play land in Nissa. Grab Forest. Grab Tundra. Smack for 4. The only reason I'm using the fetch for Tundra right now is because, well, 1, Heath doesn't have another blue source, so we're not actually thinning the deck, reducing our chances. Because imagine if I just drew Tundra for the turn. It's not like I could go Heath for it anyways. Another blue source, that is. So we might as well get in for the 4. Yeah, we can cast everything but our double blue cards. So crossing our fingers as they have a mentor. That'll work. I will take that. Let's see. Colorless, activate, green, activate, floating, play, attack for 5. I don't really mind if they trade with the Nissa here. And if they don't, great. They took 2 extra damage. So next turn, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we're going to get to do some pretty good things. Oh, looks like they're playing a mishmash of colors too. Ooh, Oko. I really hope they tap out here, so I get to resolve my big fat cards. Another Riftwing Cloudskate on suspend. No. You got me. All right, they're going to Oko their monk into a 3/3, sure. That's fine, though. Let's go grab our second blue source. And what do we draw? Sacred Foundry. All right. I could go for Upheaval first, but I don't think that's as good as just uber bouncing everything this turn and replaying a lot of stuff out, right? Alright, good, good, good. So I think we want to go with Tundra into, let's see, we can have 4 mana, 5. I could go Signet into Power Stone if I wanted to, or I could Hierarch plus Power Stone, which I think is slightly better. Because that gets a creature online for opposition or, you know, what have you. We'll go to discard. We don't need the Boros Signet anymore, and we don't need a second forest. Next turn, we're going to go Island Bribery. And we'll get that down a turn before they get to Riftwing back. Maybe I should have discarded another land instead of the Signet. That might have been wrong. What if I should have just waited another turn, too? I could have oppositioned there. Nah, that felt right, though. I didn't have that many creatures to opposition with. Library Vindicate Island Gideon Plains. Wow, that is a mishmash, just like my deck. All right, what do they got? Gearhulk, Click, Jailer, Avacyn. These all kind of suck. I guess I could become the Monarch. What can I grab with Recruiter? Like Venser? I could grab Recruiter, grab Venser so I can bounce Riftwing when they do that. That also seems pretty bad. Maybe just becoming the Monarch is the right play. Yeah, let's do that. I'll become the Monarch. And then say go, draw a card. Pretty lackluster. But now we get to do some good stuff. Oh, that's very good too. Wow, that's insanely good, actually. Because Resto Angel, it enters back under your control. I mean, I think the better play is still just to lead on opposition and let them get the Jailer back. Because now we can just go pass. Draw an extra card. Let the Riftwing resolve. See what they target with it. Yep, resolves. I'm assuming they bounce the Jailer, but they might bounce Oppo. Okay, they are targeting the Oppo, but now what we can do is tap the Riftwing in response, and then tap their Seachrome Coast in response, because we know they have like Oko and Mentor in their hand, so bouncing or tapping a land there is going to pull them back off of like a full turn. That's another really good draw. Okay. Let's play out the Cascade. Replay out opposition now. Mana Leak I can pay for. But instead, I think... I'm going to have to tap out anyways, right? Yeah, so let's just do this anyways. We'll miscalc their Mana Leak to hold up 2 tappers. Resolve opposition, pass. Draw an extra card for being Monarch. Upkeep, tap Tundra. I think I'm going to let them have Monarch for a turn. I'm just going to tap their coast. I don't really care if they hit me for 2 and steal Monarch and draw 1 extra card. They already have a ton of cards in their hand. Oh? What are they doing in response then? Floating. Okay, if they're going to float, I'm going to pass priority into draw step. No, they're going to click. All right, that's fine. Well, now I can just tap down their cloud skate instead, so they don't get to have... Oh, they're targeting themselves. Sure, that works too. Okay, so we just pass. And let's see. We get to do a bunch of different things here. We get to, like, image their Riftwing, bounce a land, resto their Palace Jailer, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, this is just going to be gross. GG's. We can go like doo-doo-doo. ECD, click. All right. BANT value, doing good, baby. I don't know how we're doing it, but we're doing it. Bribery looked really bad versus them. They didn't have that many good creatures, and they also had bounce to like buy them back. So let's cut the bribery. Let's bring in the land tax on the draw, which also means I'm going to bring in the Fasty Bond. I can probably shave a land on the draw. Do I want to shave a land? I guess I could cut Rec Sage. I didn't see much for Rec Sage, did I? Oh, you know what? I'm really stupid. When I briberied, I didn't actually look at their non-creature cards in their deck. That probably would have been smart. Well, that time has come and gone. Yeah, all right, we'll cut it. Right? What did they have? Oko, Gearhulk. I don't even remember what else was in there. That's fine. I'm sure I won't get punished for not being observant and looking at their deck. How is this hand? Okay, we'll give this a shot. We have perfect mana here, all four of our colors. So I don't think it's unplayable. We can image like their first creature, and opposition looks pretty good as always. Though I do not want to draw any more lands. They had a mana leak, but I guess I don't really mind if the Grill Signa gets mana leaked. Sure. Drew another land, by the way. Heath can go grab Sacred Foundry, so we still have access to red. No big deal there. Wow, this is really bad. Okay, I'm guessing they're going to click my image. Hopefully that gives me something. Wow. Are you joking? How many lands can we find here? All right, I guess I'm going to play the Wildwood out then, since it always enters tapped and it gives me a reach creature. I'm not going to play out the image quite yet, although clicking their hand can't be bad. Kitchen Fing. Oh, that's actually a really good target for image too, because if it dies, we get to persist and do something else again. All right. Oh, that's not bad. I guess I better just click their hand. It's the safest. Yeah. Let's take care of that Palace Jailer. We don't actually mind if they try to control magic the click, right? Because then it just dies. They might do that. Like, kill the click with control magic and hit me for 6 is a valid play. Yeah, for sure. Let's go grab our Sacred Foundry. I'm going to fall to 10. Let's see. I'm actually going to play an untapped land here because I can activate Wildwood and Miscalc. That seems good. We'll see if they recognize that the Wildwood is on the battlefield. Looks like they didn't. All right, we get to go for an eat. Beautiful. And now ideally they try to tap out for something, we get to miscalc it. Good enough for me. Oof. Tasty. No, no more lands. I'm starting to stabilize, but if I flood out now. And here comes Yorion. So we do want to flash out our Resto Angel at end of turn, sadly. And the reason for that is we can still just double block Yorion. Rift Sower. Well, it's a spell, so it's a start. All right, I'm going to go for it. Deal. Wow, great. Land shock. Wait. What? Why would they shock there? They have Gear Hulk in their hand? That has to be it. They have Gear Hulk, and they're going to... I mean, they might as well. It's face up at this point. So we just pass. We're going to have to chump the Gear Hulk with our Rift Sower. They should definitely just run it out. Yep. Very obvious. Oh, God. Hellbent, draw Ancestral Recall. Come on. Grody. Okay. Let's chump. That's really bad that I traded off Rift Sower now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm 1 mana short of being able to recast Resto Angel, but I don't have an option, so gotta do what you gotta do. Obviously, I can't beat them having a counter here. Doesn't matter if they do. Sure, yeah, good beats. Wasn't beating that anyways. Top decking Ancestral into a counter was kind of gross. On the draw, let's cut the land, or on the play rather, let's cut the land tax and the fast bond. We'll bring in the Rex Sage again after seeing what they had. And you know what? I guess I'll just leave the bribery in. I mean, they don't have great targets, but bribery is a better card than a lot of my other choices. So go on the play here for game 3, round 2. That is not a keep. Go down to 6. That is a really... Wow. God. That is a really bad 6, but I don't know if I can mulligan this. I don't think we're going to be more likely to win on a 5. I think we just need to rip some blue sources or whatever and hope. Yeah, like that. That's a start. Go ahead and just pop this for an island ASAP. I mean, we're drawing lands, and we're drawing mana sources at least. But we are really not doing anything. Vindicate my signet, sure. Much better than them blowing up my blue source, I'll say that much. Ah, my god. All of these double blue cards in the deck are hurting me so bad. Do I need to run more blue? I feel like I have a lot of blue sources. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess I have like 5 double blue cards. Maybe I should be running more blue. That's pretty bad for me. Yep. All right, go. I think we're dead. This is all of a sudden very unwinnable. Ow. What do I need? Probably just island off the top. Okay, that's a good start. Sure. So they're targeting themselves here. They got rid of their Gear Hulk. Okay. I'm not sure why they got rid of a 5/6 flash in this position. But I guess they're just looking for like a counter spell. So my game plan here is when they animate Gideon to, in combat, bounce the Gideon, trade with the token. Assuming this resolves. All right. Yep. They replay, they make a token. Oh, they didn't even make a token, they forgot. Hey, there's our red source. I cannot play a land in addition to image, though. Sorry, I can't play a land in addition to Omnath, so I think I actually image their click and take a peek at their hand. Do we care about the force of negation? Yes, we do. Okay. So not shocking myself there because I can't play Omnath, remember? I need very specific... I drew them into Ancestral? Oh, boy. Oh, that's right. They still have a Riftwing on Suspend, too, that's coming off next turn. Oh, well, we're just all sorts of dead here. So I guess my best possible draw is just probably like Rift Sower, Ignoble Hierarch, or Search for Tomorrow. Because my out is going to be here upheavaling into... Oh, they can Shark Typhoon if I upheaval. Oh, this is not even good. Never mind. They just pass the turn here with a huge Shark Typhoon available if I go for upheaval. Oh, they didn't. They can make a 2/2. I don't think this is good enough, though. Yeah, if I upheaval, they just float 4 mana, make a 2/2. Riftwing comes off of Suspend, so I don't know what I can hit off of this, but I have to Omnath into something. I don't know, what was that? Oh, Mana Leak. All right, didn't matter anyways. They drew Leak. GG's. Good beats. My 4-color BANT junk could not beat their... I mean, I guess they were baseline blue. Baseline blue junk. They had better junk. All right, let's try to salvage a 2-1. This deck's kind of fun, even though it's bad. Here's the third and final round of this vintage cube draft with our BANT junk. On the draw with what appears to be an unplayable hand. Okay, this one... Oh, God, wait. Oh, no, I forgot to add an extra island into the deck. Whatever, we'll keep this. And yeah, as always, just hope to draw some blue sources off the top. Oh, boy, this is great. Go easy. Oh no, my friend. This is one of the worst cube decks I've drafted, so I think you'll be fine unless I just rip. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. There's a blue source. We're probably going to want to hold open Miscalc next turn. Yeah, they're on Red Rocks me. Reclamation Sage is going to be a huge draw if we can find... Oh! Pog Diddly. Now hold the phone. I'm not saying we did it, but we kind of did it. Two on first strike. I guess I'm going to counter that because if they're playing that, that's their best play for the turn. So we'll just counter, presume they're going to pass, go Rex Sage on Daredevil. Rex Sage on Shrine. We still need to find another blue source for bribery anyway, so Signet this turn doesn't make sense. Get out of here. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look awful, but we have not much action, so if they just play like random Chandra or Koth, probably just back to dead. Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Now, the good news here is that the Stirring Wildwood is about to save our bacon. Because, yeah, I lied. Chandra wasn't actually all that good there because we had the Wildwood to finish her off. Okay. Now hold up. Maybe, maybe, maybe? No, stop. No, stop it! I wonder if they're going to exert here or not. Because they might just hit in for 4 haste. I think that makes a bunch of sense if they do that. No, they are going to exert. Okay, that's not bad for us. We actually wanted them to do that because now that buys us a little more time. Perfect. There's another blue source too. Let's go ahead and get all of our manas online now. What are we hoping to bribery? I guess they could have another dragon. Copter, that's pretty good. 1 card left in their hand. Well, I guess the Wildwood can technically block the Copter. Ooh, and they had a Flame Spill, right? Okay, let's bribe the red deck. Normally this is not going to hit anything fantastic, but we got to go for something. Oh, Inferno Titan. There's a Goldspan Dragon. Do I have to grab Goldspan Dragon here to trade? I guess if I get Inferno Titan... So they have a Firebolt, Chain Lightning, Banefire, Soul Ring, and a Wear and Tear. Alright, so it looks like the Sundown Pass is just for Wear and Tear. Actually, unless they top deck like Dragon or a Hellrider, the Inferno Titan probably races them down rather well. And I do have Wildwood that can block for 1 turn. So let's hope they just draw a brick here. Just a land, please. That's our best bet. Unless, again, I could have grabbed their other dragon, but this is just a 2-turn clock. So I think I like this play. Nice. I think we got him. Ooh, yeah. Speaking of good draws here. So I do want to leave up mana to activate Wildwood, though. Oh, I missed lethal. Oh no! I missed lethal by not acting. Okay, I'm really stupid. I totally forgot I was gonna ping them for 3. I thought I had them at 3 life instead. Oh, whoopsies. That's on me. Now they need to have. I mean, I still can block with Wildwood, but they do get a loot and maybe find something here. But I had lethal. Ah, good beats. Come on, Stirring Wildwood. Save my bacon. Save my punt. Looks good. I didn't see a Fire Blast, right? Firebolt, they don't have enough mana. I don't deserve this win. If I do. Don't do it. God, MVP here was freaking Stirring Wildwood. It killed the Chandra, and it was trying to let me win, and then I just threw it away. Okay. Saved. Let's cut the Behemoth. Probably want to bring in Wrath. It actually... Wow. So, funny thing, Bribery here is better versus the mono red deck than it was that previous deck. That's kind of crazy. Do we want to bring in the Parallax Wave? We could also bring in the Abrade just for a little bit of interaction. It's probably okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I don't know why we keep getting blue screwed. I have 8 blue sources. I don't think I need to add 9, do I? I mean, yes, again, we do have 5 double blue cards, but we shouldn't have that much of an issue with blue. No, I don't think I need it. All right, what am I cutting for this Abrade, though? Maybe, I guess, miscalc on the draw. Seems fine. Come on, baby, let's pull off a 2-1. All right. Game 2 of the 3rd and final round. Hoping to salvage a 2-1 with what I consider a scrappy, also known as bad, BANT / Omnath deck. We have a reasonable looking hand here for game 2 on the draw. Got all of our colors, got a little bit of ramp. Oh, this is our first time getting to Fairy, too. Come on, just play out your stupid Smuggler's Copter or something. Oh, well, that is an artifact I will be able to kill, but they get to turn off my Hierarch for the turn. So what we're going to do is we are going to attack for 1, play Signet, and pass, since the Hierarch isn't blocking. If it doesn't block, it might as well attack. That's what I always say. Starting right now, right then, when I said it. Actually, you know what? Killing the Revoker could be incorrect. We saw Smuggler's Copter, Vortex, Soul Ring, now a Skull Clamp. Yeah, I think now I'm probably supposed to eat the Clamp. Let's do that. And then we will go land. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and suspend the Rift Sower because I'm not planning on casting it next turn, and we already will have 5 mana for Teferi anyways. They did have a Hellrider. They had Chandra. Still a bunch of scary things they could have here. Trade is okay by me. We want to preserve our life, and that unlocks our Hierarch for whatever that's worth. That's fine. All right, they uptick, get rid of a mountain. Questing Beast, I guess, is our best draw. Image, not quite the best draw. All right, Teferi. I don't think we tuck here. I think we just draw. Omnath's pretty good. We get to go Omnath plus land next turn. Okay. Alright, this is an important turn right here. Because if they don't do anything too impressive, then we're going to be in good shape, I think. Ooh, they have Inferno Titan if they're adding mana. Oh, they might have Banefire. We saw Banefire in their deck too, right? This could just be Banefire Teferi for 5. Yeah, that's totally what this is, right? Banefire for 5. Yep, okay. That I'm okay with. Excuse me. All right, 2 cards left in their hand. Chandra's on 2. We're going to pop off this Sower, which gets to attack for 2 Exalted to keep the Chandra a little bit in check this turn. We're going to Omnath and draw an extra card. Green, blue. Another land. Gain 4 life here. And attack Chandra for 2. I mean, they can just blow up my Omnath with their Chandra. But we need to save the image for them playing like a random dragon, you know? Oh, no, they're going for uptick. Okay. Exile the mountain. So we only took 2 there. They might be flooding out then. If they're not killing Omnath, they might have gone for the greedier play. The higher upside play of trying to hit something. Ferocidon. Okay. Bolt my Omnath. Yeah. Bolt Chain Lightning it. Oh, I actually have double red. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh my god, the 2 red sources coming in freaking clutch. That's great. Love it. They're hellbent, so damn it. I needed to find something there. Because this is not what I would call pressure, and they're probably just going to firebolt my Hierarch if they, I mean, if they will do that if they brick. Yeah, they just hit another land. All right, so firebolt on Hierarch lightly. Likely, I should say. No, okay. They can make that a 4/4 immediately, though. Which still means I lose. This is not what I was hoping for. Gross. All of this is gross. Image on that. I can level it up and then they just kill it with Bolt. Yeah. Vortex. Sure. I guess they probably play that out. You know what? I'm surprised here. If they had just added mana with Chandra, they could level up Figure of Destiny all the way. That had to be better. They might have just given me an extra turn cycle by doing that. Come on, top deck. For real? Well, it was looking good, and then all of a sudden it didn't. I'm not dead on board, am I? They can hit me for 8 with Figure. No. Okay, they're still opting to not. Yeah, they're not leveling up their Figure of Destiny. So I get a couple more turns. Maybe we can find like Upheaval or something. Okay. I'm about to throw in the towel. Not like this. Hellrider. All right. You know what would be good right now, specifically because we're flooding out so bad? The Crater Hoof. The one time we would have been able to cast the Crater Hoof with any relevance. Yeah. So Chandra's gonna ult next turn. Do I have to jump here? Oh, they didn't even attack. I guess they're just setting up for the kill next turn. Wait, does that do it? Phantasmal Image Hellrider. Questing Beast, attack with all. That pings them for 4. They go to 9. Yeah, we're still just dead, aren't we? I believe we are anyways. One of these needs to go to Chandra. Oh, I don't know. Oh, no. The Hellrider attacks because it's just going to die anyway, I guess. But, yeah, this game's over still. If we had drawn a little bit of action, maybe a couple turns sooner, but even the Questing Beast a couple of turns sooner wouldn't have really done much. Oh, no, yes, it would have. It would have attacked as a 5/5. Well, that's interesting. Doesn't matter, though. Just very dead here. Oh, weird. They're not blocking with figure. Am I missing something? What is going on? I'm so confused. Okay. I mean, maybe they figure they can just grind me out, which they can, but I feel like I should have lost this game like 3 turns ago. Mainly just to the Figure of Destiny getting fully leveled up. That doesn't kill me. Okay. I guess we still have the Out of Upheaval? This puts me to 1. From the Vortex, that is to say. Yeah, alright. Way too many lands there. I mean, they gave me chances. But we just drew too many lands at the pivotal point in the game. Am I running too many mana sources? I probably am. Because I'm running 17 lands with a bunch of mana dorks. But yeah, I think that's fine. All right, we'll be on the play here for game 3. This has been a pretty fun deck, even though it's, again, not very good. All right, game 3 here of the final round on the play. Hand is keepable. Once again, these double blue cards, but I can ramp out into Bribery versus them, and I have a Braid off of Boros Signet. So, like, we go turn 2 Sakura Tribe-Elder, pop it at end of turn, grab an island, then we can play Signet and immediately Abrade something. So if we can just ramp out into Bribery, we know they have like an Inferno Titan or Dragon to steal, so we have a really good game plan here. We just need to find a second blue source. This is going to be super sad if we don't find one, though. Oh. So the Yearling is like the old cards where it has to target something. So if I pop my Sakura Tribe-Elder in response, the Yearling has to shoot itself. I've seen that mistake a ton of different times just because it's not like nowadays all of these cards read like to an opponent controls, you know. Okay. Come on, island off the top for the bribery. Oh! Wait, no, that's okay. That's okay. I don't need the red right now. I need island more. Oh. Oh, come on. Draw an island. Rat. Okay. Yeah. Come on, Goblin Guide. Give me an island, man. I'm gonna get hell ridden here, it feels like, and I'm gonna die. No, okay. Island? Yes! Yes! Come on! And it's a white source, too. It overlaps. It's perfect. Come on, Inferno Titan in their deck, and not in their hand. Please. No! Did they cut it? It's either in their hand or they cut it. Are you kidding? They have Chandra in? Oh, Chandra's in there. Okay. So, you know what this means, right? They have... I mean, is it possible they actually have them in their hand? The Inferno Titan and the Goldspan Dragon? Because I'm pretty sure we saw both of those in their deck. That's so crazy if they do. Also, if that's the case, what I actually want to do here is Avalanche Ride. Right? Yeah. How sick is that? That's funny. Oh, funny game. Damn, them killing the Boros Signet is actually super relevant now for Wrath of God purposes and Abrade purposes. I can't block. That's got Menace. They drew Vortex. All right, so they must have cut the Inferno Titan and the Dragon from their deck. That's pretty good, but it might be too late. I'm going to take 3 from the Ferocidon next turn, and then, like, them drawing Vortex was also so gross for me. So I'm going to have to, like, Teferi tuck the Ferocidon. I go to 6. I'm going to go to 4. Yeah, I need them to not have... Ooh. Oh, that's so close. Oh, wait, that's actually better, right? Yeah, that's better. Rex Sage the Vortex, and then play Opposition. I'm at 3, but I'm alive. Dead to a lot, but not out of it yet. And now we can go Teferi, like, tuck on the Ferocidon. No, we probably just need a Teferi draw, don't we? Oh, what? They just had Chain Lightning. Pfft, whatever. All right, GG's, good beats. Scrappy little deck there, but in the end, we were only able to pull off a 1 and 2. I mean, that was fun. They can't all be winners. This deck was certainly very, very, very low quality. But, you know, we had some good games. So that's it for me. That was a long one. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Oh, Happy New Year if you're watching on the 31st.